Now, MetaTrader is the technological powerhouse behind the Forex and CFD trading. Since MetaTrader 4's launch in 2005, these platforms have dominated the industry and remain among the most popular in the world. Now, in this video, you'll discover the essentials of MT4 and MT5, how to customize your charts, drop in your indicators, build a workspace, place trades, and much, much more. I'm Shane Vernier, head trading coach at howtotrade.com. Welcome back to our Switch Markets YouTube channel. Let's dive in. MetaTrader 4 quickly became the go-to platform for Forex traders thanks to its intuitive interface, flexible customization through the MQL4 programming language, and rapid growth of a supported trading community. Between 2007 and 2010, brokerages worldwide adopted MT4, making it the industry standard. In 2009, MetaTrader 5 was introduced, with the first live MT5 account being launched in 2010. Reports from early 2023 indicate that there are more than 40 million active MT4 users and around 10 million active MT5 users, underscoring MetaTrader's dominant position in the marketplace. Okay, let's get started by showing you how to customize your workspace on MT4 and MT5. Now, your charts, your workspace is your window to the marketplace. It needs to be as intuitive and as easy to read as possible. We want all the information that we can gather, but we've got to do it on our terms. I'm going to show you a few key tricks here with MT4 and MT5. So let's go ahead and get started. So you'll notice that the processes for doing these things are similar, but they're not exact. So go ahead and pay attention, and I'll show you exactly how to do it on MT4 and 5. All right, let's get started. The first step in technical analysis is to get a pricing chart going on MT4. Let's go up there and click File and go ahead and click New Chart. We've got a little drop-down menu there. We've also got some base symbols. Let's go ahead and just go Great Britain Pound USD for the sake of argument. We can go ahead and blow that up, get a better look at our chart. Right here, you can either have OHLC charts or candlesticks. Let's go ahead and give candlesticks a click, and then you'll notice right here we've got a magnifying glass with a plus and a minus. The plus zooms in, the minus zooms out, so you can go ahead and do that and get a better look at price action. So that's how you open a chart on MT4. MT5, very, very similar. We're going to go up to File. We're going to go to New Chart, and let's just go ahead and click on one of the pairs from the menu. So right there, you've got Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, 1 hour chart. We've got candlesticks. Now, one thing that you can do on either is to go ahead and change your color schemes, whatever you'd like to do. Just right-click on your chart, go to Properties. Let's say you want to change the background to like a beige or a white, and you want to change maybe the foreground to black. And let's say that you want to go ahead and change sort of the color scheme for your candles. You can go ahead and do that as well. So we can go ahead and click that. You sort of got an interesting color scheme there. Not necessarily the best. Personally, I prefer sort of the black background. It can definitely take a lot of the strain off of your eyes, and it's also really easy to read. So that you can do there. It's the same process over here on MT5. You just go to Properties, and you've got some different things that you could choose to customize. The next thing that we want to do is we want to add our market watch to our charts. Now, what is the market watch? It just gives us a list of instruments that we're watching at any given time. It's a great tool to make sure that you know exactly maybe what your favorite instruments are doing at any given point in time. So in order to do this, go up and click on View. You've got a sort of a drop-down window. Why don't you go ahead and click Market Watch there on MT4, and you'll see this list of assets shows the current bid and ask for some of the key things that we have on our list right there. We've got a list of our majors, our FX majors, but you can also add really anything that you want from your platform in your available tools. MT5, a little bit different. You're going to go to View, and you're going to go right down to Market Watch, and you're going to give it a click. You can see I've populated this MT5 list with more products. What we have there is just a complete listing of what I'm looking at and what exactly they're doing at any given point in time. Now, remember, to change your chart, let's say you want to look at this US dollar Swiss franc. You just drag and drop. Very easy functionality. Let's say over here I want to look at gold, and you can see it just toggles our chart immediately. So a lot going on there. As far as what we can expect with regards to the Market Watch, you're going to be able to customize that any way that you'd like. You can see over here, I've got some indices. I've got uranium futures. I've also got a ton of cross pairs and also the majors with commodities. Over here, we're just sticking to the majors. So that's your Market Watch function. Very, very important. Now, the next thing we want to look at is our navigator. Now, the navigator is going to be important for us a little bit later on in the video when we start adding EAs and actually get into how to use this platform maybe to trade in a more advanced automated fashion. All right, so in order to take a look at our navigator, let's go back to View. Let's cursor down to Navigator, give it a click, and you can see right here I've got all the information that I really need with my navigator here on MT4. I've got my accounts, I've got my name, I can drop down, I've got all sorts of indicators that we're going to add very shortly. I've got some expert advisors that we can add, and I've also got all the scripts that I have really downloaded and incorporated to my platform. Over here on MT5, really the same type of experience. You're going to go to View, and then you're going to go right there to Navigator, and you can see we've got everything we need just like we have on MT4. So that's a good look at some key features. Now, here's one feature that's different on MT5, all right, than MT4, and this is interesting. We go right here to our MT5 platform. We take a right click. We go to trading. You've got all sorts of different things you can do here. How about one-click trading? Interesting, right, guys? You've got the buy or the sell. You can click on that to buy. You can click on that to sell. More on that in a minute, but that's sort of an interesting type of a dynamic there or feature. And then also on this MT4 platform, you can go down. You can go to depth of market. If you guys are familiar with the depth of market, essentially that's a trading dome. You can do the same type of thing on MT5 as well. Trading domes are incredibly useful when you're trading commodities. You can see right here our gold commodity, a lot going on right there, whereas over here on the dollar Swissy, because it's during off hours, not really a whole lot going on. Okay, guys, so those are some key features on how to customize your platform on MT4 and MT5. You'll notice things are pretty close to being the same. There's just a few other features on MT5 that have been steps forward. Let's move on and cover some of the other features. How about let's add some indicators to these platforms? Okay, technical analysis. Now that we've got our charts laid out and customized in our interface the way that we want it, we can add our indicators or we can work with some of MetaTrader's tools. We can do either and we can do it very, very easily. So let's start with indicators. Now on MT4 and MT5, the process to add indicators is going to be relatively the same. Two ways to do so. The first way that you could do it, let's say on our MT4 platform, you can go up to insert, go to indicators, and let's say you want to add a moving average, go to trend, and then just go right down there to moving average. Give it a click. You'll see your inputs and your parameters will pop up. Anything that you would like, any type of EMA, simple, exponential, smooth, or linear weighted, any period you wanted, you go ahead and click OK, and you can drop that right on your chart. Now, another way that you can do this on MT4 is from your navigator. Now, that's why the navigator is so important. We've got a whole big list of indicators here. Let's say I'm interested in putting a CCI up there, a custom commodity index. Let's go ahead and just drag and drop. We go ahead and drag and drop that onto our chart. We can go to our inputs. We can input any inputs that we'd like for your indicators, no matter what it is. Go ahead and click OK, and you can see right there's your CCI pops up. So for MT5, relatively the same. You're going to go up here to insert. You want to go to insert indicators. Let's say we want to go use an oscillator here. Maybe we want to go ahead and use a MACD. So let's go ahead and click MACD. We take a look at our inputs. We put anything that we would like in there for our indicator to reflect. Go ahead and hit OK, and there's your MACD. So if you wanted to do this on MT4 and MT5, it really is very similar. Right over here in our navigator on MT5, click indicators. Let's say we wanted to put our moving average in. Let's go to a trend. Let's say double exponential moving average. Go ahead and drag and drop your inputs, whatever you would like to input in there, and then you can go ahead, you can see the moving averages right there on the chart. Now, very simple to get rid of these. What happens when you want to get rid of an indicator? You go ahead and just right click on your chart. You go to indicators list, the main chart moving average. Let's go ahead and say we want to get rid of that. Let's say we want to get rid of the CCI. Boom, there you go. You're back to normal. You don't have any indicators on your chart. Same thing for MT5, indicator list. You just highlight the ones that you want to get rid of. You click, you delete, and that's a wrap. Now, we do have some tools to look at here. Now, tools are things that typically examine price action. You'll notice right here on this menu, you've got some crosshairs that can really help you sort of determine where price is or maybe a relative level easily. You've got a vertical line you can draw, horizontal lines. You've got trend lines you can draw. Let's say you wanted to draw a trend line here, something like this maybe. On the MT4, you can do that. Same basic functionality here. On MT5, you're just going to go ahead and connect your highs or lows, whatever you'd like. That's your trend line. I like Fibonacci retracements. Those are evident on both platforms. You can go ahead and use that. It's a little bit touchy, but you can see that it works very well. It's just very simple to use. You go ahead and click on up here, and let's say I want to draw Fibonacci down here and to get into that big gold move. So that's essentially what you're looking at. You've got a bunch of custom domain indicators. You've got a complete suite of tools that are very, very easy to use and add to your charts. It's easy, it's functional, it's seamless. MT4 and MT5, very similar with putting indicators on and also tools. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at some other features of these platforms and show you maybe how to get up and running with some EAs. Are you curious about what MT4 and MT5 can do for you? The best way to try these platforms out is to open up a free demo account with switchmarkets.com. Head on over, open an account today, and get started with the power of MetaTrader. EAs or expert advisors are a big part of the MetaTrader platforms. Both MT4 and MT5 offer a huge suite of EAs. You can buy them for purchase. There's free EAs out there that you can use, and those expert advisors can really help you take your trading to the next level. So Switch Markets offers a bunch of different custom complementary EAs, and I'm going to show you how to find them and add them to your platform. So you're going to go to the front page of switchmarkets.com, go to the resources, and let's just go to a currency strength meter. Let's drop down, give that a click. Right here is the currency strength meter. If you could cursor down, you'll notice that there's a free EA for your MetaTrader 4 or 5. You just go to download. What you would do is just go ahead and click, like let's say we wanted to go to MT4. You go ahead and give that a click, and you'd see you get the download right there. So to add that to your platform, is relatively straightforward. You're going to take that downloaded file, you're going to go up here to File, and you're going to go to Open Data folder. You're going to go ahead and open that, double click on your MQL4 or L5. If you're doing this with MT5, go to Experts, and then you're going to transfer that file directly into that folder. It's the same way here for MT5. You go to File, Open Data folder, and you'll see right here you're going to have MQL5 instead of MQL4, and you're going to want these under Experts and then Advisors, and you're going to be able to drop those right in. Where do you think we would go to add our EAs? We're going to go directly to our Expert Advisors. So in our navigator, let's go to our Expert Advisors drop down. The functionality is relatively simple. What you're going to do is once your Expert Advisor is populated on this list, you're just going to drag and drop. So let's just go ahead and put that MACD on there. You're going to drag it. You're going to see some of the common inputs, and then you're going to see maybe some of your custom inputs, and you're going to be able to add that EA directly to your chart. And you'll notice once you do add that, it is up and running, and you're ready for automated trading. So typically there's a button up here that you're going to want to click to make sure that your EA works. Auto trading, if it is in fact one of those things that is going to automate any sort of trade execution. Interesting stuff. Auto trading, make sure those are on, and you can see you just drag and drop. So over here, let's go to maybe the Expert MACD. Go ahead and drop that onto your chart, and you'll notice there's your inputs, there's your common, sort of the proprietary stuff. You've got a couple of selections here: allow modifications of signal settings, new allow algo trading. You probably want to have those clicked depending on your EA. It's going to be different for every EA. And then right here, you're going to go to your inputs and click OK, and you'll see right up there in the corner, we're running with that Expert MACD. So that's how you add an EA, an Expert Advisor, to your MT4 and MT5 platform. From download to the chart, you should be up and running in just a few minutes there with your Expert Advisors. There's a lot of free ones over on switchmarkets.com. Go ahead and check those out. It's a great place to start. Okay, let's go ahead and place an order on our MT5 platform. Now, MT4 is going to have much of the same functionality as MT5, but let's go ahead and just blow our screen up and show you how robust the functionality of your MT5 order entry is. Maybe if you're still using MT4, you'd want to transition to MT5, but basically the functionality, aside from the single-click trading, is going to be very, very similar. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to make a trade, to adjust your stop losses and your profit targets, and also to monitor your open position. The monitoring is going to be the same on MT4, and then also the drag and drop functionality is going to be similar as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. MT5, here we go. We've got the gold market here. There's three different ways that we can place a trade. So let's just start off by maybe the easiest and maybe the most specific. So let's go ahead and just right click on our chart. Let's go into trading. Now we can either sell a limit order right now, or buy a stop, or put an alert on, or go to a new order. Let's go ahead and go to a new order. So our order screen is as follows. It's going to give us our symbol. This is the same on MT4. You're going to go with a market type. What do we want? Market execution or a pending order? Remember, pending orders rest at market. Markets are executed immediately at the best available price. You're going to have your volume, your available leverage right there. So you're talking 1 lot, 2 lot, 3 lot, whatever you'd like to do there. You're going to have your stop loss area and also your take profit area. Those could come off of your charts. Let's say if I wanted to go short right here on a market order, my stop loss is going to be above price action, and my take profit's going to be below price action. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and line it up. Right now we're trading about 37.40. So if I want to go ahead and build a short, let's go 37.45. Be our stop loss, and maybe our take profit is going to be 25 or so. Let's just go ahead and do that and see. Well, 25 is too big. So let's go 35. Let's see if we can get in on that trade. Fill policy, immediate or cancel, market execution. We're going to go ahead and sell this market right now. So you can see it's rallying against us. Let's go ahead and sell it. Okay, that right there is going to be our order. Now you'll notice in our trade monitor right down here, you'll see right there, what do we got? We've got our open position. It's showing us our P&L, and it's also showing our position. Now, you'll notice that our lines on the chart, we're going to have a stop loss and a profit target. These have drag and drop functionality. We can drag and drop these anywhere that we want them as we see fit as the trade unfolds. So let's say right here, I want to go ahead and tighten this trade way up. I want to go ahead and put that above the last 1 hour bar here on gold, and I want to put my profit target right up there a little bit. You just got to get on your line and drag and drop. I find that to be a very solid way to manage my trades intuitively in the live market. So we've got our open position, we've got our stop loss, we've got our profit target. We've inputted those in. We can also see our profit right now. So we're down negative $25, negative $17, negative $21. Let's say I don't like this trade and I want to get out right now. What can I do? I can go over here and click this X right in in my trade manager, and boom, we're flat, we're out, it's all done. You'll see your trade is marked right here on your chart, and you can see that that is exactly what we did. We executed a sell, we cut it off, we dialed in our stop loss and our profit target, so all that's great. So that's using that order screen. Now, there's one other way that you can do this on MT5 that you can't do it on MT4, single click trading. I really like this one. So let's say we're looking at the gold market, our Fibonacci line is in trouble, and I want to buy right now. What can I do? I go right here to buy, boom, instant market order. I'm now in the market and I'm long. Now, you can see our entry line. We don't have our stop loss or profit target set just yet. But what we can do is we can drag and drop. So I can go here, click on my line. Let's say I want to put my profit target up there somewhere. And let's say I want to move my stop loss right down there beneath the previous 1 hour bar. What have we just done? We've entered the market at market. Okay, so we just bought gold at the best available price. We've aligned our profit target and our stop loss, all with that single click modification. Very, very fast. If you're interested in speed, single click's probably the way to go. If you want precision, like a pending order or a limit order, you're probably going to go ahead and use that order entry window. So those are two ways that you can enter trades on MT5, very similar on MT4. The functionality is almost the same. You just have to really look at that single click trading as being the big difference there between MT4 and MT5. Remember, your trade manager is always going to show where you're at. And if you want to get out of your trade, let's say I don't like it, let's just go ahead and hit X. We're net flat and we're ready for our next trade. Okay, guys, that's how you place an order there on your MT5 platform. Very robust order entry. Fantastic way to approach the markets, especially Forex or faster moving markets like commodities or even stock CFDs. MetaTrader is the go-to platform for active traders around the globe. Why? Because MetaTrader's robust functionality rules the day. You can add indicators, set up your perfect workspace, or even run automated strategies with your expert advisors. It really is all up to you. Now, what's the best way to try it out? Open a free demo account with Switch Markets today and explore the thousands of markets risk-free. All right, that's all for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.